What is up, lads? It's CM9 here. So, this is your match review. Chelsea versus Grimsby Town in the Carabao Cup third round. We have absolutely smashed them 7-1 with practically our school kids. So, yeah. Really big hats off to Frank Lampard for giving them an opportunity tonight. If this was Maurizio Sarri last year, it would have been a completely different story. In fact, before we go on with the review, there was somebody that actually tweeted something out that was very similar to what I've just said. So, yeah, somebody said, if this game was a year ago, the team would have been Caballero, Zabacosta, Emerson, Christensen, Cahill, Kovacic, Barkley, Drinkwater, Pedro, Giroud, Willian. Hudson-Odoi would have got 15 minutes, and Paddy would have only got 10 minutes. So true. If you remember how Sarri used to try and implement Sarri ball with the same amount of players that he had, never gave the young players an opportunity. It was just so frustrating, right? Today, Lampard literally gave everybody opportunities. It was just fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you exactly who we played tonight against Grimsby Town. So we played 4-2-3-1. Excuse me, 4-2-3-1. Which was a different formation to Wolves and Liverpool. So who we had was in goal Caballero. So he's obviously the second choice goalkeeper. Right back Reece James, Kurt Zouma, Mark Guehi and Marcus Alonso were the defenders. Then we had two centre midfields, Barkley and Billy Gilmore. We'll be talking about Billy Gilmore in a bit. And then we have Pulisic, Pedro, Hudson-Odoi, up front, Michy Batshuayi. Let's talk about the goal scorers. So Ross Barkley opened the scoring, where he literally just ran into the penalty box, found a little bit of space, then just slotted it in past the goalkeeper. That was 1-0. And then Michy Batshuayi made it 2-0. Honestly can't remember how the goals were scored, by the way. So there was quite a few of them. So if you think I'm going to remember every single goal or how they were scored, then you're mistaken. But there's one thing I haven't forgotten, and the fact is that we still haven't got a clean sheet, courtesy of Grimsby's goal, which I got to be honest was actually a very good goal. It was the goalkeeper literally took the goal kick. I don't know what the hell the defenders were doing. Green here got the ball and he hit it first time into the roof of the net past Caballero. There was no chance he was getting that. It was a sweet strike. Got to hand it to them. It was a great goal. And then right on the stroke of half time, Pedro got a penalty. We scored a penalty. Thank God Barkley didn't take it because, it would have been hitting the bar, courtesy of Valencia. And then the second half, Grimsby just didn't do anything. They really didn't. It was just literally all things Chelsea. We had Kurt Zouma. Oh, I remember this one. It was from a set piece. We took the free kick quickly, played it out wide to Reece James. Reece James crossed it in. And then Kurt Zouma was in to receive the ball and to follow the ball in. So that was that. Reece James, what an absolute sweet strike he got in the 82nd minute. I think it came from the corner. And the ball was bobbling around and then Reece James controlled it. Smashed it into the bottom corner. Welcome back to the team, Reece James. I want to see you playing more at right back because I can't stand Azpilicueta there at the moment. Let's be honest. Callum Hudson-Odoi finally got on the score sheet, having missed a few opportunities that were literally handed to him on a plate. Yes, he did score eventually, but I think he needs to focus more on his finishing. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Did I miss anything out? Oh yeah, Batshuayi got a second goal, didn't he? I think Billy Gilmore found him in space. Or maybe it was Pulisic. Pulisic found him into some space. And then Batshuayi managed to finish it with relative ease. So yeah, we finished it with 7-1. Right, let's talk about some of the players on the pitch today because Frank Lampard gave so many opportunities to so many players. I think the players that came on actually, let's talk about them. Let's see if I can find any substitutions. Oh, here we go. So the players that came on, a guy called Anjorin. I think that's his name. Anjorin, number 55. He came on for Pedro. And then a player that I've literally just seen for like 2 seconds at left back. And he's already better than Marcus Alonso. And that's Ian Matson, the Dutch guy, wearing number 63. He came on and do you know what? He actually made more crosses in to the penalty box from left back in one game against Grimsby Town than Marcus Alonso pretty much did all of last season. Yeah, I'm just going to say that right now. But yeah, I mean, 7-1. We're pretty happy about that. First time we've won at home in all competitions this season. Now, let's just talk about individual players. Reece James. Let's talk about Reece James first. I thought Reece James was excellent. As you would expect from somebody like Reece James. Like I said earlier, I really want to see him playing more this season. I want to see him installed at right back, get rid of Azpilicueta, not just get rid of Azpilicueta, but play him in a more central role. Like, not get him out of the team entirely, but play him as a centre-back rather than a right back, because I think he's not good enough for right back. He just gets tired out. And yes, his mentality and will and fight is there, but if his physicality isn't, he shouldn't be there. It should be Reece James, who has bags of energy, bags of pace, much more built, and I like it when he goes forward and he puts a cross in from right back. So I'm pretty proud of Reece James there. Mark Guehi, I thought was good. I thought he's excellent. Did what was asked of him. I thought his defending was great, pretty solid. I've got to be honest, Mark Guehi. I think he featured during pre-season in one of the earlier games against one of the Irish teams. I can't remember which one it was. It may have been Bohemians. Or St. Pat's Athletic, I think. So yeah, Guehi did okay. Billy Gilmour. Let's talk about Billy Gilmour. Billy Gilmour was... he was fantastic. Billy Gilmour. Do you know what? Every time I see him on the pitch, it puts a smile on my face. He reminds me of a Scottish Andres Iniesta. I'm going to say that right now. The way he just takes the ball, he dances around with it, and he plays it out there. Okay, yeah, it's against Grimsby Town. I get that. You know, Grimsby Town aren't the most glamorous team that we're going up against. With all due respect, you know, Grimsby Town deserve to be facing us at Stamford Bridge. They beat an earlier team in the League Cup. I can't remember who it was. But no, Billy Gilmour was exceptional today. He played the full 90 minutes, and it literally looked like he just deserves... He's literally ready to play. It's such a shame, though, that we're so compact in the midfield right now. We've got so many players that want to play there. Billy Gilmour is going to have a little bit of trouble, but just to see him playing in that midfield and just playing like he's just a professional. He literally was out there tonight playing like a professional. He was playing like a Scottish Iniesta, just drifting the ball over there, It was almost as if it was a work of art. It was artistry when he just passed the ball there, playing it with the outside of his right foot, left foot. Like, he was everywhere. Like, how old is this guy? How old is Billy Gilmour? Like 17 years old. He's playing like a natural. Absolute natural. And I tell you something, if we keep hold of him, I tell you what, not only Chelsea are going to have a real rising star, but also Scotland. Because Scotland, if you look at the Scottish national team, Robertson, pretty much the only national hero they've got, with all due respect to the Scottish players. You know, they've got some good players, but the only one that stands out as a world-class player right now is Robertson for Liverpool, the left back. That's pretty much it. Billy Gilmour, if we keep hold of him and he plays, he's going to be a star. He is going to be some kind of star, and I like the name Billy Gilmour as well. It's such a footballing name, isn't it? Billy Gilmour. But yeah, I liked him. Played the full 90 minutes. Exceptional. Okay, it was against Grimsby Town, but, you know, if Frank Lampard's going to give him opportunities in a game like this, where, you know, the young players really need to thrive, because let's be honest, they're not going to be playing very many games in the season. They've got to take that opportunity. Do you remember what Frank Lampard said at the beginning when he was appointed? Dangle the carrot. I think Billy Gilmour in this game, he took that carrot and he bloody ate the carrot. That's all I'm going to say to that. But anyway, I could talk about Billy Gilmour all day. But yeah, we got to move on. Ross Barkley. I think he was all right. He was good. He got the first goal. Really creative today. I thought it was pretty damn creative. I think coming to the end of the game, he looked like he was the oldest player there when we had all of our young players on. But yeah, I thought he was pretty solid. Nothing to say about him. Christian Pulisic. I thought he had problems today. Now, people might disagree with me on that, but I think he had a bit of a problem. He had chances later on in the game. He was linking up really well with players around him. He was creating chances for himself. Didn't get any shots on target, which was disappointing from him. But first half, I thought he wasn't anywhere, to be honest. I thought he was a little bit asleep in the first half. Second half, he picked up, but I was expecting a little bit better from Pulisic today. I feel sorry for Pulisic a little bit later on, early this season, because Lampard hasn't given him that many opportunities. But I think this was a chance where he really needed to, because he wasn't playing that much. I thought he should have taken this, like, he could have grabbed it with both hands. But no, I could expect better from him tonight. But I hope that he picks his game up. Pedro, solid. I thought it was okay. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He needs to improve on his finishing. Don't get me wrong. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi was great on the ball. He was passing really well, crossing the ball in great, linking up play. But there were opportunities that he had where it was literally handed to him on a plate. And all he did was hit the goalkeeper. And this was coming to the latter stages of the game where we were dominating. And, you know, when we really are in a frame of mind like this, you really got to be taking your chances. Hudson-Odoi finally got on the score sheet, though. I'm not going to take that away from him. 89th minute, great finish. So, to be honest with you, I'm really pleased with the way that our Chelsea Academy has dominated the score sheet of every game. I'm really, we can talk about the slow start to the season. You know, tonight's game was our first victory at home. Prior to this, you know, we can talk about, you know, how much we've struggled at home, and certain games on the road we've kind of struggled. But when you look at all of our goal scorers and you see that they are from our academy, you can see how promising it is. So yeah, and of course, let's not forget Michy Batshuayi got two. I'm pleased for him. I'm happy for Batshuayi to get a couple of goals because he's been struggling to get some game time, and to see him getting two today, I thought I was pretty happy with that. So overall, I'm pretty happy. The only downside is that we didn't get a clean sheet. But you know, there's no real point in talking about that when you've got schoolboys on the pitch doing work, and that's something great to see. So, you know, Billy Gilmour, absolute man of the match for me. Mark Guehi, Reece James, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and the two guys that came on for us, Anjorin and Ian Matson. Great performance from those guys. And then look at our substitute bench. You've got Jorginho, Abraham, Mason Mount, Fikayo Tomori, and then the goalkeeper, Jason Cumming. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to smile about. Well, especially when in the same round you see Tottenham losing on penalties to Colchester United. I only just realised this before the start of tonight's game. And Man United getting the job done on penalties against Rochdale. And speaking of Man United, that's who we're facing in the next round, because the draws just happened, and we got drawn at home against Man United. So two teams that are off form going at it in the next round. So, well, I say going off form. Well, if you look at our past results, look, we're a developing side, all right? Let's not take that away. Lampard knows what he's doing. You know, if you compare this to Maurizio Sarri last season, if you can see the team that he would have put out, you know, players like Zabacosta, Cahill, Kovacic, Drinkwater, Pedro. Okay, Pedro played today. Giroud, Willian. You know, these players, and, you know, young players not getting a chance. That would have been Sarri last season. Lampard, completely different. Letting literally the youth play. Letting them have their chance. Letting them give to Lampard what they can do. It's just magnificent to see. It really is. And I'm happy. You know, I know it's against Grimsby, yada, yada, yada. You look, it's not a very glamorous opposition to be going up against. You know, with all due respect to Grimsby Town, you know, getting this far in the competition. But it's a breath of fresh air to see lots of young players get their opportunity in a game where they really need to be taking it, because let's be honest, these players, they're not really going to get another chance like this again in a Premier League game, for instance. You know, unless some of these players really do show their worth. I mean, looking at these players, Ian Matson and Anjorin and Billy Gilmour, these guys they looked ready today. They looked like they were ready for picking, if you know what I mean. So anyway, 7-1 against Grimsby. Through quite convincingly. We're playing Man United in the next round. I've yet to write that in the calendar, so I'm going to do that right now after recording this. So, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this review. Let me know what you guys thought of this absolute thumping of Grimsby Town in the comments section down below. Check out my social media links as well. If you're into gaming, there's another gaming channel as well, Chris Modder Games. If you're into gaming, check that out. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter at ChrisModder9 as well. That will be in the description, so go and check me out there. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. 7-1. A home win, thank God. We needed it. We really did. I don't care I don't care how we do it. I just want to see Chelsea win at home. There we go. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey door, and peace.